Alright, so these are my rotors off my rear 1998 240SX, and I'm about to cut them. First things first, put your safety equipment on. Once you're turning your rotors, you don't want anything to fly in your eye. And you get your rotor. I like to clean it off. And by the way, I don't know all the terms, so what I know I'll say, and if it's wrong, YOLO. And if it's right, I'm hecka smart. But you just want to get any rust off your inside rotor and the inside like hub area, so it doesn't cause any pulsations or vibrations. So you get this right here, your rotor. You get this thingamabobber, I don't know what that is called, and then you put it in like so. Oh shoot. So you spin inside for it to go inside. So righty, and it goes in. Tight it once, spin it around, tight it again. And this is where I'm doing it. So you get that tight, you get your rotor. Make sure you have one of these spacers. Put this on, like so. One of these spacers, like so. One of these. This just goes inside and you tighten it. So on the brake lathe, it's reverse thread, so you go left and it tightens. You don't have to tighten it too hard, just like so. You don't have to sit there torquing it. Torquing, not twerking. And turn on your lathe. Use this handle right here, the knob, and you just use inside the brakes. Then use these knobs right here to dial in the needle, or I don't know what that is called. The drill bit, the bit, I guess.
Blades.
The what?
Blades.
Blades, thank you. So keep going. Set your speed to a slow cut. Mine is at 2 right now. And you just keep going until you barely touch the rotor, and this will be called the scratch cut. There you go. Probably did a little too much, but that's fine. And then on the other side, same thing. And by the way, I was kind of hurrying a little bit. Before you start spinning, make sure you get this majigger right here and you set it on the rotor. I think this one's too small, or maybe it's not, I don't know. Oh dang, that's small. And you turn it on, you get it straight. This is also preventing any vibrations. And it's simulating as if it's on a car or somewhere. So you go back in and go for the scratch cut. There you go, that's one side. That's the other. You tighten these. You want to cut off any lips that you have. A tiny bit more. And then go back in. Alright, so that's pretty decent. You loosen these. And then you go in about, shoot, I guess these are like thousandths of an inch, I don't even know, but I just go 2 of these little knobs. But these are the rear, so I'll go a little bit less, maybe like 1.5. And then on the other side too. And you just set it on this right here. and it automatically starts moving back and cutting the rotor. Get this little anti-vibrator majigger, put it on like so, set it like this, and just make sure, you know, it's spinning correctly. Make sure it's not making any weird sounds. They call it like singing, high-pitched sounds. You wouldn't want that because it could, you know, get a little vibration in the rotor, and then once you're driving, your brakes will be noisy. So pretty much once it's done, we'll start recording again, I guess. Alright, so the rotor is about to finish cutting. Make sure you hold this. You don't want it to fall and maybe stop the rotor from spinning. And there it is. Take this off. Set it on off so it's not moving back. Loosen these. Get these a little further. Move it back a little bit. Once you get that, get a grit of sandpaper. This is 180. And then I like to go on the bottom and just go side to side like this. You don't have to use crazy force or anything. There you go. And then do the other side too. Like so. Turn it off. Get this stick. And again, it's the opposite of righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Take the spacer off. Take the rubber piece off. And there you go. You have your rotor.